On to you, Taurus out here. Hope y'all are having a great day. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and you, Taurus, have the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. So a lot of you, Taurus, are making very good decisions. Your work life is good, right? Your work-life balance is good. A lot of you, Taurus, are, like I said, you're concentrating on your health. You're healthy. Things are good. Things are looking up for you, Taurus, very much so. And the Hierophant represents the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Things started to become very good for you because you just listened to what it is that you really needed. And that's why it is a lot of people don't end up really getting anywhere in life, because they're in the lost value system. And in the lost value system, there is no truth. So a person does not know how to make heads or tails of the situation. We would call that in magic, right? In some circles will call that being in the clip-off, or being in the tunnels of Set, or being in the realm of Amalek. They don't know which way is up. They don't have any kind of real direction in life whatsoever, because everything is steeped in delusions, lies, tactics, 48 laws of power, constantly thinking about that, how to control somebody else, instead of them just getting real. And I've talked about this before, that the way to get out of a situation is to accept it for what it is, and then actually learn to travel through it, right? But you have to accept it for what it is. The Three of Pentacles right here represents for you, Taurus, right? For you, Taurus, this is more so about how a lot of you are another thing for you, Taurus, to do, right? Now that your work-life balance is on point, right? You've got just good enough to each, is to keep it there, Anybody that gets into your life that is causing you stress, you got to leave them alone. And when I say causing you stress, I don't mean, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Obviously, if you get yourself into a relationship, anything that's real, you're going to have static. You're going to have a little bit of static or confrontation, right? You're going to get a little something. It's not to say that, you're just going to go forever, be in a relationship, be in a friendship, right? You're friends to a couple of people, family members, and then there's no static whatsoever, right? Then it's not real, because the person is blowing smoke up your butt because they want something that they think that you can essentially offer to them. So they're playing the game. Problem though with that is a lot of you Taurus right now, if anybody is in your life, just cut them loose. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands speaks to how that's one of the things, if I had to criticize anything, that you, Taurus, have to learn to do. If a person is in your life and they just giving you, problems, right? If I go try to talk to somebody and they're not replying and all of this, then I just, but we still cool. Again, I'm not going to be with them, obviously. Person is too difficult to get close to, right? But if we're cool, and if I'm inclined to, I'll still reach out every now and again, say what's up. But hold on a second, yeah. Mom? Huh? What do you mean? Ask them what this is. Oh my God. Anyway, so you're gonna have a little something with them, right? Regardless. But letting someone go who's giving you a hard time all the time, right, will be what it is that you have to learn to do. Because uh, even when everything else is going well, certain things will stress you out. But things so far are looking very good. The King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, however, right there, this could also be where it could be a few people giving you a difficult time, where the majority of things in your life are actually well, but there's a few people or things that are not working so well for you. The 80-20 thing, right? So now you have the King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Right? So these three cards right here for you represent, um, so you know what it is that you got to do, right? It's to you Taurus, look at it like it's very frustrating. Could be somebody else. Then the last two cards are the Three of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Could be a situation that you've had for a while. Could be somebody. Could be a particular person. The Eight of Pentacles, you wish that you were out of it. Could be a debt, right? Some loan that you have to pay back or something like that, right? Some sort of could be you, Taurus, looking at this person like, you can't just, it's not that easy. Could be some sort of an ending marriage. Could be a marriage. That the two of you are learning to work out some things with one another. Yeah, the ego is a serious issue. Because what I'm seeing here is, again, like I'm seeing that the majority of things as far as your work and your life going quite well. Your work is not overtaking the rest of your life to the point where it always seems like you're at work, right? So you are starting to actually have room and space, right? Time to actually do more of the things that you want, which puts you in a good place because you, Taurus, actually get a chance to take care of yourself on some Hierophant type stuff, right? Taurus / Sagittarius. But everything in your life is not perfect. Everything in your life is not great. The majority of things in your life are great, but not everything. There are a few little bumps, so to speak. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands speaks to the difficulty, right? That there's some sort of, or this could be something that things are starting to look up because you got rid of the said person. Because you got rid of said person is why things are looking up so well for you now. Because this person was dysfunctional. And now all of a sudden, you just got fed up and decided to stop talking to them, right? Maybe, you were trying to get to know them and this person is just taking too long. Like it is, I said before, I don't give a person longer than a month. I mean, if you really want to know what I really perceive about this situation, I perceived it like you, Taurus, if this is you being single, right? You, Taurus, very much so don't really care to actually really get to know this person anymore that you could be talking to, but they're still looking at it like you like me type stuff and that you're following them around. Excuse me. Yeah, like you're following. Yeah, I said it correctly the first time. You're following them around. But that's not really true, right? Because there's been plenty of people that I've personally have known that I may have liked and tried to talk to, but I still keep in touch with them, and it's not even because they're all right, they're not like bashing me and going in and disrespectful. So I'll choose to hang around them or whatever the case may be. I'm not looking to be in a relationship with them. I'm not looking to be in one with them. And like I said before, I can just tell that they still think I'm into them, and it's like this is what happens when you have poor communication, because they don't ask. They don't actually bring that up. They don't be like, "Hey, you into me?" They don't do any of that. You feel me? So it is what it is. But same situation for you. What's up, baby? What's up? Same situation. That's my dog over there. See? What's up? Same situation as before, right? Or with this one, you, Taurus, you know, somebody's just making themselves difficult for you to access. And you, Taurus, are like, all right, you just going ahead, moving on with your life. Or this could be somebody that you've already known for a little while and tried to give them a chance, but they were hard-headed. Now things are looking up. You're like, yeah, you can't take this bum loser with you. So you, Taurus, are deciding not to take them with you. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Five of Cups, the Fool, the Moon, Ten of Wands, the Six of Wands. Yeah, there's a big regret. There's big regret. This person doesn't have you out of their life. This person doesn't have you. You haven't completely left this person's life alone yet, because it's still fresh, right? You just started not talking to them anymore. But there's huge regrets on their part. And the Ten of Wands and the Six of Wands, there's no amount of you've gone silent. There's no amount of them apologizing is going to make up for it, because there's nothing to talk about, right? Like, I don't know why people tend to think that if they just put in no effort into relationships that they're somehow supposed to work out. And it's like, how? You know what I mean? So, and this is another reason too why I say that your relation, you know what I'm saying? Like people got to get real, because people think that relationships is like money, and it's not transactional, because people think that real love is like money, in the sense that when they first get things started, it's real hard, it's real difficult, and then once you get that initial force to give it to that initial force to get it started, right? Essentially it keeps going to where it's its own, it's the acceleration, right? It's its own perpetual force, meaning the centrifugal force, meaning that the force of itself is compounding. People think that love is like money in that way, right? For you starting up a business or something like that. It's not what it is, right? Because why I'm saying that in the first place is because a marriage, a loving situation, right? A relationship, it takes effort all the time. All the time. There's never going to be a point in time where you initially start and you go, oh, okay, get the force going, get it going. Initially, get that, because it's at a stalemate, a flat stop. There is no momentum in it as far as that. Molecularly, it's still momentum, because the molecules are vibrating, right? I'm a science nerd, but the molecules are just sitting in place, vibrating though. But at the same time, to get it vibrating and moving, it's going to take some force to actually get it going, right? This is why it is that they say, warm the car up, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that that's not what love is. Love is about an active look at it all the time, constantly, always, constantly. It's not a point where you give it a good push and then now it's starting to keep going. Now it's a thing where it's like, okay, now that you went ahead and got it started, now you have to keep going with it, because relationships can end like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happened with you. You know, honestly, you, Taurus, been putting in a lot of work, and they're not respecting the fact that you put in a lot of the work. You realize that this is a fruitless endeavor. This is not going to do anything for you. You're putting in all this work, but you're not going to get anything substantial or at all in return. You know? So that's pretty much it. You know, a lot of people want to be lazy in relationships. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Smash the subscribe button, like button, hit the notification bell. Set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And leave a comment too. That does help. Appreciate you. Peace. Oh yeah, and come through and get my readings. The link to that is in the comment section below. It helps to keep the channel going.